Ah, alright then. Hey, there we go. And even the Twitch notifications came in on Discord. The little bot. Done good. Excellent. Right. Crack on with some New World. Da 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 da. Beautiful. Okay. That's all running fine. Fine. Okay, let's. Oh, right. Back on. Hey, I seen it. Been a while since I saw a stream last year, I think. I know. So, such a long time ago. A whole numerical increment has occurred on the on the year since we last streamed. But yeah, Happy New Year. Happy 2022. Gonna take a bit of time get used to. Oh, I remember it always used to be bad at school, like the first week or two back, ending up writing the year wrong if you're writing the date down on any work that you were doing in class. These days don't have an awful lot of opportunities where I actually just write. I do handwriting, but I'm sure I will type it wrong many times in the next week or two, as is the way every year. Hey ho, what a price to pay. And this is the year the Doom 1993 is set. Oh god. So we've got a fun and festive year ahead then. uh, oh, a little bit of fishing first. So I'm trying to acquire some more firm fish fillets, and I need. Oh no, I did need some. Oh, I put the fish. Fine. I did also need some cooking oil, which is attractive for fishes, but I have read that question. That's far too long a cast. But yeah, so we just need hopefully get some bigger fish. town quests. And then we'll probably just have a look around, and I've got a couple of main story quests that I want to do, so I'll probably go up and do those, but just hop on. I was going to play a bit of the game anyway today. I thought I'd hop on, stream a bit. Test BB Bot, who's our little Twitch bot, now running on Discord to take over from Me6 in some duties. But he's all working, so that's good. And that initial part of it's done. I was thinking maybe, in fact, I need to talk to to a friend, because we met up last year now. We met up a few months ago for a friend's wedding, and we were talking about it'd be nice to maybe we're both programmers in different fields and different languages. We said it'd be nice to maybe look at trying to stream something together that's programming related, because it's always something I wanted to get back to doing some of at some point. That's where I first started on YouTube, way back in the day. Before there was a Lionheart X10, I did some tutorial videos on YouTube, mainly Photoshop and some light web dev stuff. Nothing particularly fancy, but it was good fun. It was nice to do. It's just the time required to prep it all and everything else is time that time that's hard to come by as such, with work and everything else. And sometimes when you get to the weekend, you just want to relax, not do an awful lot. And that's the thing. You don't want it to feel like more work, even if you're enjoying it. After a while, it can become more of a drag and a drain on your energies than you want it to be. But I was thinking of maybe talking to my friend and seeing if either they wanted, because they have a Discord with friends on, so they play some games as well. They don't stream yet, as far as I'm aware, but I was thinking maybe talk to them about either maybe our first little project together could be building a little Discord bot. If he's interested in that, to do something a bit different to what we've done with the BB bot for the Twitch notifications, but hopefully with what I've done for that, I can at least some of that knowledge and learnings from that to do something, or maybe we'll do it as well. We'll see. If people are interested, maybe we'll put it up as a poll or something, either on Discord or something that people can contribute, either on streams or something like that as well. We can suggest stuff. Maybe it could be a channel pointer theme, but maybe just some ideas of what we could add to the bot, and potentially then I might look at streaming some of those bits if people are interested in seeing that. I honestly don't know, but if I'm going to do those things anyway, or if there are some things there that I'd like to do regardless, then why not stream it? So we'll see. We'll see what people think. Again, I'll ask my friend to see if they're interested in getting involved in that, either something collaboratively that we do for the existing bot, or something as a brand new bot that we can experiment and play with. Maybe we'll have a look at some different integrations that we can work with, or different kind of commands and tasks that it could do. Build something up that could be interesting. So yeah, we'll have a little look-see. I'm not getting any big fish. Such is life. When you want a big fish, in the spout for it. Can you catch one? Maybe it's just this point. I thought the hotspots used to, although the hotspots did in heading, but maybe it used to show up that when you landed in it, it used to like show a little ring. But maybe that one glitched out. This game is looking good for years so far. I'll try that again. This year is looking good for games so far. It is, isn't it? We've got well, what are you looking forward to, Icini? I know we've got Warhammer 3, we've got Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, effectively. Actually, there's also, isn't there the new Space Marines game coming out? We've got, gosh, there's a load. I know there's a load more. Not been keeping up particularly well with when things are coming out and what. I know that hopefully, Baldur's Gate 3 is going to hit a full public release version 1, i.e. exiting early access, at some point this year. They'd hoped for last year, but obviously with COVID and everything else, it's been pushed back, which is fair enough, you know, rather than wait, get everything right. And I appreciate it's difficult, them trying to test and dev certain things without releasing too much content, so that it's not all out there and people haven't played all of it before the full game's out. But hopefully we'll see that, because Millie and I have got some ideas about how we want to go about streaming that, and also doing perhaps some different versions of that with different people and different groups of people as well, where we can stream it, which is good. Hey Lars, how you doing? How goes it? Happy New Year to you too. Expeditions Rome on the 20th. Oh, cool. I haven't heard of Expedition Rome. Expeditions Rome. What's that about? Is that 20th of January? We've got, yeah, Total War 3, Warhammer 3. Ah, a tadpole. What else have we got? Oh, Dark Tide, the Marvel XCOM. Oh yes, I have heard about that. Oh look, so now the fish are there, so now that should mean if I land in it. Yeah, there you go, I land in hotspot. So I guess maybe it just almost didn't catch that. Maybe it just hadn't. Maybe it had timed out, or maybe I don't know quite how hotspots work in terms of their locations. When you find one, quite often they'll stay fixed, or there are certain locations on the map that I think stay fixed. I don't know if all of them, once discovered, stay fixed. Oh, Lad Piranha. A bitey teeth boy. Oh, you can kind of see his teeth there. I don't know why the kind of the focus blur when it's got objects in and out of frame. It's not particularly great at differentiating the what's in the foreground attached to the character at that time. I guess it's because it's so close in when it zooms in on that, and you can't. Then the fish blurs, which is a bit of a pain, a bit of a faff. But hey. Yeah, I've tweaked some Twitch settings as well, so I'm hoping the stream is hopefully fairly crisp and stable. CPU and GPU are hotting up a bit, but well within operating temperatures. Lionheart always, I always tell Lionheart about it, and he always goes, "Ah, it's fine. They can run a lot hotter," and I know they can run a lot hotter. It's just that I've been fortunate that until I started gaming on my ultra wide, my setup ran incredibly cool, and in fact, even before I put the i9 into it, it ran very, very cool indeed. And it still runs very cool now. The i9. I mean, obviously, it's going to generate more heat because there's more cores for it to, more processors that it can take advantage of. But it rarely, when I'm gaming, it rarely sits above 60 degrees, and it has a water cooler pump on it. And so I've become so accustomed to seeing it around the 60-degree mark that whenever it goes above that, I'm always like, "Ooh, not sure about that. Oh, it's a bit hot." Which, of course, it's not, because they're rated well up into the hundreds of degrees, which is absolutely fine. But it's running at about fluctuating between 70 and 75-ish on average. But I'm now using it to stream from rather than the GPU, because New World especially is a bit of a think on the GPU. So rather than using the MVEC stuff, which is, I believe, what Lionheart's done, he switched over to using his CPU now predominantly to stream with. But I've also bumped the bitrate up, so hopefully it will be a bit crisper on that as well. Let's just... Oh, we've got 8. Okay. Getting a lot of... Save the piranha fast. Right, piranha time. Come on, give me good stuff. I don't think you did. I don't think you did at all. You gave me a bit of fish oil, but you didn't give me a firm fish. God dang it. Rude. But yeah, hopefully the stream. Hey Mustard, how you doing? How goes it? Mustard, how have you been finding New World so far? Sorry, I didn't pop on when you guys were on last night. I was half playing New World, and I had a film on my second screen in the background. I was just relaxing to that, which was nice. But I know I saw you and Demon were you Demon and Timer were on playing. Ah, see, it's gone again. There's obviously just a short window, the fishing hotspot window, and I guess not worth fishing outside of that, really. I mean, you can still get fish. It's just it's an improved chance, I guess, when you land in the hotspot window. Maybe we'll have to Google it actually, but how that. And thanks, Icini, for the link. I will check that out. There's a demo you can try as well. Excellent. Ooh, small catfish. See, the problem is, again, like, is that a small catfish? I don't know the sizes of it. Need some kind of reference scale in game to know whether or not what I'm catching is large or not. It'd be cool if there was I mean, maybe there is, and I just haven't found it. It'd be cool if there was like a fishing log that you had in game that you could reference for all of your catches to see either the biggest catch, both length and weight overall, or per fish, or per type of fish, maybe. That might be quite fun. And then maybe even seeing what you caught it with and where. That could be useful information, I guess. Who knows, maybe we'll get that. Maybe that could be like a quality of life update that they could add in at some point. If not already in the works or being done. The third game expedition. Oh, right, fine, got it. Let me open that link now. Get it. That looks cool. Oh, and it's THQ Nordic as well. The publisher and it, Logic Artists. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, I'll give the demo. I'll give the demo a go. Have a little look see. I'm enjoying it rather well. Finding the gathering really relaxing. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I was reading. So first of all, I'm really glad to hear that you're enjoying it. And I think it's nice now to see some people kind of. It's been on sale over Christmas, I know that, but it's nice to see some people just kind of coming into it and going, "Oh, this is there's the gathering and harvesting element of it, nice and relaxing, just a different kind of change of pace to games I've either been playing or other MMOs, etc." But I was reading some stuff on the forum the other day on the New World forums. Just people basically complaining about, oh, this mechanic doesn't work, or I don't like how this mechanic works. I think it should do this. Why aren't they changing this, etc. And yeah, I get it. Like, there are definitely some things in the game that could do with tweaking and, you know, further balancing. But it was really interesting reading the comments. For the most part, there was a lot of people on there going, actually, like, this is how MMO development works in terms of balancing things. And it was interesting, there was somebody on there talking about how bad the original balance of weaponry and skills and everything else in World of Warcraft was when that first came out, and how it took a really long time for them to even attempt to first kind of pass a fix with that build of the game to address some of those balance issues. And people saying, well, you know, we've actually had a couple of updates already. I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, and I need to have a further dig around into like the weapon and armor meta. The better. Ooh, large catfish. In real life, the largest caught catfish was 9 feet. How big is this boy? It's not going to tell me now, is it? Because of fucking. This is where, see, a fishing log would come in really useful. But hey ho. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, lots of these things are things that improve and develop over time. Was basically the general concept of forums in terms of MMOs. Certainly, the MMOs that I've played, I played the original RuneScape to death when I was in secondary school, high school, with friends for years, and then I played Guild Wars 1 and 2 to death when they first came out as well, and Lord of the Rings Online. Never really managed to get into World of Warcraft. Tried a couple of times, but never really managed it. Which I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a shame or not, particularly based on some of the hours that some of my friends have, and money that some of my friends have spent on it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying New World just because it's a very pretty game. I find that there's enough to do in terms of how the crafting and gathering and questing works. Yes, some of it's fairly repetitive, but as are all MMOs, I've yet to play an MMO where you're not getting similar or very samey quests from NPCs. I mean, mainly because if you want a nice big open world, you'd be, writing kind of those different kind of quest lines and content lines for years and programming them all in. And even if you had some kind of dynamic system that could chop and change bits, even for that, after a while, the bits that are similar are going to stay similar, and you're still going to get that repetitive nature of it. But that's fine. Again, it's whether or not you're enjoying it. And that was the kind of funny thing. A lot of people commenting on the forums were, I mean, again, whether or not it was more kind of keyboard warrior style forum responses of, leave the game alone, we like it, as such, or not, I don't know. That looks like a massive fish. I'd be paying attention to the size of these. Then who knows? But yeah, I mean, the main thing is, are you enjoying it? And, are you getting enough out of it to say you're enjoying it? Annoyingly, I didn't jump back then, but let me look at hours in game. I've spent 163 hours. 167 hours in game, apparently, according to Steam. Since I purchased it, so since it came out in end of September. So that's what, October, November, December. So we've had about 3 months now. I'm very happy with the amount of time I've spent in the game versus what I've gotten out of it so far. And again, like, touch wood, I've been very fortunate, other than a couple of bugs that have been fixed, either that were content related or, again, general hardware optimization has helped as well. I've not had any kind of groundbreaking, like, gameplay breaking problems. I know Millie's had 1 or 2 quests that have kind of glitched where she can't complete them. So I know they're looking at that. So some of those hopefully could be reset or reworked. But at the end of the day, then none of them were main quests. So hopefully that's not so much of a deal breaker in the long run. But yeah, I think I've been fairly fortunate with it. I've only had issues with lag desync during combat occasionally, but I chalk up to growing pains. Yeah, and I think that's the other thing, is that this is also like the first game MMO title from this team within the Amazon Game Studio. So of course there are going to be teething problems there anyway in terms of it being a first try at this. Again, I genuinely, of all the MMOs that I played, from RuneScape to the Guild Wars 1 and 2 to the Lord of the Rings Online, certainly when they first came out or when there were content updates and things, expansions to the game, I remember all of them having exactly the same problems that New World's had. There's nothing different to any of it in terms of what I've come across previously. I guess there's always going to be a perception that, oh, but it's Amazon, so they've got all this money and resource that they could throw at it. In theory, it's going to be, it should be better than this when it comes out. Well, but why should it? I mean, even if they play tested it with, say, 1,000 people at its peak, I think New World had close to 200,000 concurrent players. I know that's dropped considerably now, but you're still talking like around, I think, the 80, 90, 100,000 player mark. You're gonna get problems with that many people anyway, and it's only going to be when you have that many people. Also, players, programmers are not players. Devs are not necessarily players in the sense that they won't necessarily do the same things that everyone else does. So you're going to find somebody that there was a forum post about someone who like found like a speed hasting glitch in the game, and it's like, well, to do it you effectively have to like run off the edge of the map in Outpost Rush game mode and do something quirky there, cast a skill just off the edge of the map, and then it brings you back in, but you have like a permanent like speed buff to it, which they're now apparently aware of and working to fix. But again, as one of the comments said, was like, why would any dev do, you know, what would be the thought process behind, let's go off the edge of the map, cast this one particular ability and test it? You know, there are going to be edge cases like that where unfortunately these things happen. And of course, you know, having a robust system in place to identify those things or help prevent those things is something that will get built and improved over time. But it's not something that, you know, you can necessarily expect out the gate. Ooh, tension on that was tight. 36.62 inches. How big did you say the largest one was? Didn't he? 9 feet. So what's that? What's that in feet? So we've got, it's 12 inches to a foot, isn't it? So that's, oh, it's only 3 foot. That's a tiddly little catfish I've caught. My God, a 9-foot catfish. That'd be a sea monster. Enjoy how active the combat is a lot compared to most MMOs. Yeah, I mean, other than the healing class, there's not really an awful lot of, well, there isn't, as far as I'm aware, there's no other tab targeting skills or abilities in the game, which is like a welcome kind of reprieve of it. It does change how you fight, and especially in group battles, I think it allows you to be a bit more flexible if you're playing in a group, and solo as well, and with the 2 different weapon classes that you have. So it just changes up, I think, how you can approach a fight, which is nice. Something a bit different. And Blizzard doesn't have money, and they still have issues with every expansion released. Exactly, right? I mean, and they've been doing it for an awful long time, and yet, you know, they pretty much encounter the same kind of issues on most releases. Again, something can only be tested in the wild as such, once live, if they're to do with like scale. And also, again, you've got that unknown factor of, you know, players do weird and wonderful things, and you know, you're not going to be able to test every potential scenario. Not realistically, not without a very large QA team, and a considerable amount of time. And even then, you can't guarantee everything, because there'll be one person that comes along and does something really weird and quirky that no one else would have even thought to have done. So, yeah. But, you know, out of that, you know, potentially comes other things. You know, players doing things that the developers didn't expect, or doing things, you know, in a different consistency or volume that the developers didn't expect. A really good example of it is how the refueling system works in Elite Dangerous. In terms, pulled that too early. In terms of like how the fuel rats became an actual thing in the game. You know, a player-led community invested to go and help rescue ships that were out in the void of space somewhere, you know, potentially light years away from the nearest hub where there was fuel, and bringing them fuel out to them. And that's become such a, you know, again, the fuel rats have become an organisation dedicated to leveraging that, to the point where they're now having in-game advertisements for the fuel rats, which is brilliant. You know, and that's a really good way of kind of encouraging that kind of behaviour as well. In terms of just, you know, having something created organically that's player driven. And I think that's the main thing, is that, you know, with any kind of online multiplayer game, or I had a drop of soup in my beard. Apologies. Doing a lion heart. Leaving my lunch down my beard. But yeah, I mean, as you say, Mustard, Blizzard, and all the companies that they've acquired, or have been acquired by, etc. Can't remember which way around it is, whether it's Activision Blizzard or Blizzard Activision, etc. Or how that whole quirky relationship's working. Not that it sounds like it's working particularly well. But yeah, I mean, you know, if anyone is tried and tested in the MMO or online multiplayer sphere, it be them. But hey ho. The main thing with all of it is, are you able to say that you're enjoying it, you're having fun, and do you think you're getting your money worth out of it? And at the end of the day, I mean, I'm happily I can say yes, I feel like I have. I can't actually remember how much I paid for it because I remember pre-ordering this a long time ago, like years and years ago, when Amazon first announced it, and they were doing a special like promotion for Prime. If you pre-ordered it, you'd get access to some of the earlier closed alphas and things like that. So I remember getting it then. But again, 167 hours over the course of 3 months, and I'm still having fun now. And I'm still not, level 60, and I appreciate there's a lot of there's a lot more grinding and both in items and weapons and armoring and trade skills, etc. after that level, so there's still, a fair chunk of content to do after that, and I think they've said one of the first content updates of 2022 will be focused around endgame content as well. So, again, that will hopefully bring, maybe even encourage some players that maybe leveled up to 60 and maxed out early on in the game's life to come back and try out new things, and plus also give players that are still very much working through the lower levels of the game and in, at a different pace to, have more content to build up to, which is good. Like Mr. keeping food in the bin, yeah. I'm saving it for later. That's the only problem, though. I mean, it would be fine if it was a more solid food. Maybe if it was like, if I was eating some crisps or something, had a knick-knack, I could like tuck it in the beard. But soup. Saving soup for later in my beard, maybe not the wisest choice. At any moment, my beard may give way and have warm soup down me. With good soup. Right, let's salvage some of these fishes because we've got a fair few. Right, so let's see. We've got 8 firm fish fillets, 10 fish oil. Don't really care about the fish fillet, the standard fish fillet. So let's just see if these two numbers go up at all. Salvage any beasties. Hope for the first one. Hope for the second one. Could do these together. Ah, haha! That was better. So we got both some fish oil and another firm fish fillet. Be doing them together. Thing off of that one that we wanted. Right, let's do all 4 of these together. And off of those 4, these 2. Aha! Right, more fish oil. Annoyingly, not what we need right now. Ah, that was better. So we got 3 firm fish fillets from that. That was decent, I think. We were on 9 before, right? So much fish. Another one. Getting closer. Dang it. Oh, hang on. Hello. Got some tender fish fillets now. And tier 3 ones. Excellent. Well, we'll keep those, because no doubt after this we'll probably get a quest for some firm ones instead. Oh, hello. We've got 21. Where did that all... Okay, so that was from one of the big fishes that just jumped right up. Excellent. Well, we've completed the quest. Let's carry on salvaging. Lovely, look at that. And we'll even have 4 left over for our own cooking needs. And the tadpole. Mustn't forget the tadpole. Beautiful. Lovely stuff. Heck. Okay. Strong regeneration potions. There was a reason I was able to do that before. What was the reason? I'd crafted this. Excuse me. So I just yes, the catfish whiskers have enticed me so much that I've coughed. The mission item. For what though? You won't get the quest for the tender fish until you sell destroy them. Until I get rid of these, right? Because yeah, I'll hold on to these ones. Oh wait a sec. Did I say you can get those from swordfish? Cool. Did we? Was that what we were salvaging? I didn't think it was a swordfish, but maybe it was. Excuse me. A spear-toothed shark. Need to go to some higher tiered areas to find more fishies. Am I missing a quest then? For these are all got pinned, which is fine. Have I got that one we're doing? Okay. I've got a. That one we've got to do. Fine. Where that one is. So sorry, it's a skill progression quest, right? Here we go. Right, so we've got this one. We've got here we go. A hook. So the only thing we've got left to do is to salvage a hooked squid for squidding. I wonder where we. Excuse me. It's the soup. The soup's done me in. Ugh. There we go. I wonder where we have to fish for hooked squid. One would think saltwater. But is there anywhere that it's likely to go, or do you have to chance it? But that's good. So we've caught. I see catch a hooked squid. But hang on, have I cooked one? I bet I salvaged it and it didn't. It didn't. Maybe it didn't drop a. Maybe it just didn't drop a the squid ink. I'll check my inventory when I go back, but in fact I don't need to check my inventory when I go back because it would have already ticked off on that quest chain if I had managed it. What's Lionheart giving you now? Oh, from the coughing. No, nothing. We're all good. No colds. Things fine. Everyone's healthy. Right, so in that case, we can turn that off. So we need to go back up to Monarch's Bluff. I might run across to the winter village over here first. But we need to go down to First Light to hand another quest in, which but maybe be the most effective thing. It is green now, but I'm not in a green territory. Or I could teleport back to Monarch's Bluff, then run down to there, then there, and then run across. Yeah, let's do that actually, because then we can stop off at the Christmas trees, the Tree of Light, Monarch's Bluff, and Cutlass Keys. Get to First Light. So let's do that. We'll get a free travel back. Wunderbar. Ba 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 bum. Oh, I must have already. I must. Ugh. Let's try words again. The Tree of Light here in Monarch's Bluff I must have used yesterday. In fact, yes, because it used it. Must have used it. Oh, hello, sir. Rolling down the stairs. I must have used it yesterday evening when I was playing. It's not yet reset its cooldown. So in actual fact, this might be a waste of time because the others might not be on cooldown yet. Cutlass Keys, I think, should be because I've not. I don't think I went there last night, and if I did, I went there early in the day. Right, strong regeneration potions. Why have I not got those? And I didn't need to come back here. Why did I need to come back here? Acquire and deliver 100 water. Oh, it's because it's come off the board now, but I can complete that one. Yeah. Lovely. Oh, we can do that. I've already got one. Fueled. Let's... Load of tech. Quite good as well, though. At the grey mist. No, I don't want to band it. Oh, it's in progress now. Okay, right, so where do I need to go for that one? Oh, it's not pinned it. How bizarre. Oh, it has. There it is. Right. There it is. That's fine, so we can run up the road and just do that then. I'm trying to level up. I think I'm trying to do here in Moxbuff. I'm trying to level up my Tetris standing so that I can get all the way up to tier 30 so that I can buy the most expensive house. Because I've got loads of gold ready to use it, but I wanted to buy one here and then buy one, a cheap one, absolutely fine, in First Light, so that I can then just teleport between those two without having to use it. These off. Save me a headache. Butter? Anyone need any butter? Some corn. Got a load of corn. Excuse me. Got a load of corn in. I think. Roasted potatoes. Yeah. How am I trade food looking? Fine. Fuel crafting running low, but other than that, probably don't have the right stuff to make melanin. Melanin infused. Oh, I do. It's just I can't hear because the kitchen's too low level. A russet brown. We might save the dyes. Yeah, it might be better for a darker one. Might look nice. Right. Okay. So the only other quest on here then is to do the strong regeneration, which I'm. Why didn't I do it? There's been a reason. Now I can't remember. Must have killed some things along the way. Tan those leathers. Finally made some layered leather today, and I was using it for my. I've just finished getting my engineering trade skill up past 100, so I've been able to then craft myself some new star metal crafting items, crafting tools. Right, so I can't make these because this is too low tier, but I can. I can't make these here because although I've got the stuff for them, the arcane repository is too low. But I think I can make them in a camp. Or was that the problem, that I can make the strong ones in the camp, but I can't make. I can make the component for the strong regeneration potion, but I can't make the actual regeneration potion itself. Let's see, can I? Just get out of range of this landmark and see. In-game chat. I bet you were the type of kid that pulled legs off spiders, says Baroness Beth. Charming! No idea what they're on about. Let's see. Actually, no. Not a clue. Oh, actually, should have tested this out at the beginning. And I can't do it here. I don't think. So there is supposed to be like a Twitch extension for the game. Don't know if it's actually showing up. Hey, Hexo! People, indeed. What they like. I think there's actually a Twitch mode for this where it can like highlight that you're streaming and stuff. Maybe that's not the best thing to do in game. I don't know. Well, give it a go. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So we can't create. That's a bit odd. You can't create regeneration potions at your camp. Oh, then again, it might just be my level of camp. That sounds weird. My level of... I was going to say my level of campness, but... my camp's level. Oh, dear lord. Right, I think the next one is... that I need to do to upgrade my camp is... You're not camp enough. I know, Haxo. I'm trying. I'm trying, but... Gotta go on a quest to do it. Oh, dear. It's a real problem, yeah. Oh dear, there is a God, what am I doing? There is a quest. It's over here. So yeah, tier 4. So I need to find 5 potions. In fact, I know where that is. It is over here. One of the quests here. Yeah. But I do need to go over to Restless Shore, which is where I'm supposed to be going now anyway. So maybe it would just be wise to... I could fast travel back up. Oh, it's going to take a lot. But then again, I've got quite a lot of stuff on me, so maybe once I drop some stuff off, it would be... How much is it going to be? Brightwood? Yeah, a lot less because in factions. So I could always go there, run across to Weaver's Fen, do what I need to do there, then carry on. Do that. Then come back to these later, maybe. Right. Okay, so we were going to run up here to do that, and then I guess we could go up to I mean, we could run all the way there. I don't need to go to the Christmas village as such just yet, so got some presents to hand in and convert to some tokens, but not a lot. And this one won't go anywhere. So how much stuff do I have? Quite a bit of stuff that I could do with dropping some stuff off. Could actually do with going and actually refining those fibers. Oh, I don't know. Let me run back to the town for a sec. There's no point. Run back to the town. We'll craft some stuff. Drop some stuff off in the storage. Then maybe just go up north. I crafted myself a new hatchet the other day, just because I could, since my engineering went up to past 100. Nice, and I've equipped it as my own weapon, but I'm now so it's a bit unnerving when I'm running along and looking at the back of my character. I'm so used to having my spear and my musket crossed across the back. You're thinking, oh, I've dropped my spear somewhere, not re-equipped it. Ain't that a mug and a half? Indeed, it's a good chunky mug. Good for teas, big hearty teas. It's probably a 2 tea bagger mug if you're gonna pour into that, or at least a teapot requirement. But equally great for soup. So some homemade tomato soup. I'm trying to remember where we got them or who gave them to us, but Lionheart and I both had one. Odd thing is, I'm pretty sure this is actually his mug, because I think I had a blue one. I think maybe the blue one was broken accidentally, unfortunately, but I don't know why he's not taking it. But I mean, not complaining because it's a nice big mug. But I'm going B.O.B. and making a coffee. No worries, Haxo. Enjoy your coffee. In fact, I might make myself a coffee after this anyway. Join you on that, but see you upon your return. Yeah, we'll make some sass. Still irks me. I don't know what. I think this is a bug that came into the game after the last update. But whenever you come out of an action or doing something, it now unsheaths your weapon. A bit annoying. Seems unnecessary. See, straight away, just like turn around. It's starting to like it's weird. It's starting to lag a little bit in town because there are people here again, and it's almost nice isn't the right word, but it's almost comforting in a way. You go, a bit of lag. There are people here. It's struggling to render everything. Stop pulling out your hatchet, man. No, that's not a euphemism. What a euphemism that would be. Stuff, okay, and then I mean we could just turn that into a load of timber actually. For later on. Yep. Onyx Bluff has really gone downhill. There was a time when I think my pretty sure it's my headset. I'm pretty sure I've gone robotic. Gonna try something. Nope. Alright. We'll be back in one moment. That's better. I think. Yeah. Every so often it just seems to go... It seems to happen... Maybe... Well, fingers crossed. It seems to only happen maybe once. I think it only happens when I'm streaming as well, so maybe it's something to do with the usage and everything else, but it's been happening for a little while, but my headset... The sound coming through to my headset just seems to distort. Sounds fine now. Right. Okay. We could run up north, then come all the way down. Or we could just come down here later. And hand those quests in, because what is it? Yeah. Great. Let's, the weight situation. Better. Slow this stuff. In. Oh. Should we go to first light to then do that? Maybe we should. Okay, well that's alright. So then... Save... that's all... Okay. New plan. Out my rambling. I'm going to go up here. We're going to come back to Monarch's Bluff. Then we're going to run down to first light. And then we'll teleport from first light probably up to Brightwood, probably to here. Run across Weaver's Fen. And then those missions be the cheap. Azoth cost, as well as saving us from endless running simulator. Honk! Duck or a goose. Weird that we've only got turkeys in this game. In terms of like wildlife that you can kind of hunt and things. Because we've got pigs and cows and wolves and all sorts. Oh, hello. It's with my camera. Match it, rather. Nope, I cannot. Yoink. Or 22 presents? Just shot out of the sky? When I first saw one of those, I didn't know quite what it was. It looked, because it was, the first one of those that I ever found was halfway out. It was kind of just clipping the bottom of some terrain, but it was definitely floating, and I thought it was just a glitch. It was supposed to be a present that should have been laid on the flat terrain, and because the train was actually sloping away a bit, it just glitched out. But yeah, when I opened it, those ones give you 20 something tokens, which is brilliant in comparison to the ones on the road. Oh, that's what I was going to do as well. I was going to just hop back to the main menu and also just see what the Twitch settings are to see what it actually does. Should really be paying attention to these guys. Alas, I have not. Right, down here. What is that? Pinging. Is that a glitch? It is on the map. Yeah, okay. Well, well, well. We'll see what happens when we get there. Out of my way, please, pirate man. Deck hand. Should call you Steve. A soaked musket. Oh, missed. Can't lay shield. Good. Do you like the husket? Wow. I do like the hatchet. You like the hatchet skill animations. He's back. What kind of coffee have you got? So, we talking freshly ground bean or other coffees are available? I'm going to cheat and probably just whack a Tassimo pod in my machine. Bean to cut machine. Ah, oh, amazing. I'd love one. I think eventually when we have our own place one day, I will probably invest in. It will be a small one, but a nice bean to cut machine. Unfortunately, Millie doesn't like coffee at all. She barely tolerates me drinking. Ah, see that little ping's gone. Yeah, she barely tolerates it when I'm drinking it. She's not a fan, so I don't need anything massive, but something that would allow me to grind my own beans and then make a coffee from that. Would be nice. Tailors of Harrogate. Lazy something lovely. Lovely stuff. Echo is the brand I have. Ah, okay. When the time comes, I will have to have the newer machine is a bit smaller. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I don't need anything going to take up too much countertop space, really, because as I say, I'm the only one using it. Well, unless we have people over. But, oh, that hatchet really doesn't go that far. Ow. Considering the lack of drop-off from musket and arrows, that does seem to drop off quite a bit. Maybe I just need to throw it harder. My character's just a little bit. He's lacking in his gym escapades. That's chests. Okay, fine. Alright, looks cool, but it's not tiny, but it's got a good amount of water in the tank. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's when I first got my Tassimo machine, which I love. It's nice and straightforward and easy to use, and it does support a variety of different pods as well if you want to make different types of coffees or hot drinks in it, which is good. and it was on sale at Argos when I got it as well, so even better. But when I first bought it, it was when I was living, sharing a flat with a friend up in Guildford when I was working up there for a previous agency, and they weren't massive coffee drinkers, but equally we were both out during the day. They were a school teacher, and I was in the office back then. This is 5-6 years ago. I was in the office most days, so another one over here, so I couldn't have that. And because of that, I thought, well, actually, why rather than just have it sat here on the counter in the flat with no one using it during the day, and realistically, we're probably not going to come home and want to just have a coffee at 6-7 o'clock at night most of the time. So I took it into work with me, and for like 2 years, it's kind of sat in the middle of we had a fairly open plan office. It sat in the middle of our office, and we just filled up the water tank every so often, and we just had we just used it as our coffee machine at work, to be a bit different to making instant coffee basically in the little kitchenette we had. We when I left, I remember them saying, "Oh, are you taking it with you?" I was like, "Well, yeah, it is actually mine." I remember bringing it home and then using it, using the oh, words, Harry. Using it at home for a bit, and then we actually had a nice one at the next place I worked in the office, but then since we've all working from home, it's quite nice just to have it there to use. But I'm finding more and more that the water tank seems to, I don't know, maybe it's just using more water these days, but the water tank seems to be almost getting smaller, despite me filling up with the same amount of water each time. Ouch. Come on. More chests, but there's a right over there, but oh no, we have done it. Fine. We did get what we need. Excellent. Right. Back we go. Love the fresh coffee ground smell. Yeah, this is it. Even the smell of just ground beans before they've been before you've actually put them into the machine to then make your actual cup of coffee. Just the smell of even the ground beans themselves are lovely. But the smell of a coffee shop is a proper coffee shop is good. Pods are just super fun. Yeah, I mean this is one of the things I want to move away from that machine. That said, we tend to, so we can we're now able to recycle the plastic part of the pod, the bottom part of the pod. There's a place we can take them to do those. We just have to take the foil off the top of those, and then what we tend to do is to scoop out all the used kind of coffee pod grounds that are in there, and then put them in the compost. So trying to minimise it as much as possible, but again, it would be better if we could just remove it altogether, because it's unnecessary plastic. And it's quite a thick, durable plastic, because it has to be for be able to take the boiling water through it. So it's not even something like that they could potentially phase out into something that could be biodegradable. Although I think there are now biodegradable pods you can get from certain manufacturers. Not entirely sure how it works. To look into it, but yeah, I mean we try as much as possible. We collect up all the pods and then they go into the recycling, or they get put into a special box at the recycling, which we can do at the supermarket, which is quite useful. And then yeah, it's just the foil effectively that's the waste, I guess, the byproduct of it. Leave my present alone. Thank you. Yoink. Right, let's go hand this one in, and then we'll start our run down to the Winter Village. What is that sound? Is that a goose? It does sound honky. I don't want to do another one of those. We've just done that. It took a long time. Okay. Who actually controls this now? True Eminence. Are they up to date with their look. Oh yeah, they are up to date. Okay. The territory standing's up to date with everything, which is good. Lemon Heck, they're making a nice bit of gold after that, from that as well. It's gone up since the server merges. Blimmin' heck. Yeah. So a lot of people have been playing and yeah, since the server merges. That's the yeah, you can see like nothing here because I think the last company that had it kind of went inactive and weren't doing anything. And it was you can see when they were active, they weren't earning an awful lot. But since the server merges, 90,000. That's brilliant. And already in this next payment period, they're already up to 25,000. So, and that's they've got 5 days, 5 and a bit days before the next payment's due. So they're gonna be making bank. Hey, Dark Lord Calaban. How wild was New Year's in the south of the UK? Oh, so wild. No, it wasn't at all. We Millie and I went over to Lionheart and Bobcat's house New Year's Eve and had dinner with them and played some board games. Stayed up till midnight. Watched the fireworks / light show that they had on up in London on the TV, and then we went home and went to bed. Super wild. But it was good. It was nice and chilled. I mean, I'm trying to think. Over the years, I think we went. I mean, you went through that typical kind of. When we were much younger, you know, we would quite often go to a friend of our mum and dad's for New Year's. You know, we'd go as a family, and you know, there'd be other kids of our age there, and we'd play games with them, board games, and you know, there'd be quizzes and food and stuff like that, and that was nice. You know, all pre-COVID times, obviously, but. And then as we got a bit older, there are a handful of New Year's that we went to either stay or celebrate with friends. You know, stay over and have some drinks, and again do a similar thing: play games, have food, watch TV. We've had 1 or 2 New Years where we've just stayed home watching stuff that's on TV for New Year's. But I'm trying to think. There were a couple of times. I think when I was at uni, there were probably those years, the 3 or 4 years that I was at uni. Those New Year's tended to be more of the parties that we went out to. I remember there was one New Year. I think it was it 2010, 2011? Maybe it was 2011. Yeah, 2011, 2012. We went. Myself and a couple of friends went to another friend's for New Year's, and we were playing like Guitar Hero, and lots of other games and bits and pieces, poker and stuff like that. And yeah, this one game of poker went on until like 5 AM in the morning, and we just kept drinking and eating. Unfortunately, it wasn't that far away, so I was able to walk home. But I remember walking home at like 6 AM on New Year's Day. I mean, it's getting close to probably almost a decade ago now. And I think, it's nice out. I'm very tired. And yeah, I think I went home and crashed out for the day. Oh, excuse me. Talk about it, make me tired. As long as none of you got corona over Christmas and New Year's. No, I mean, touch wood. We've only seen a handful of people, and we've not. And I say a handful of people. We've only seen Lionheart and Bobcat and Cubheart. Other than one day when we went to see some of Millie's family, and we all did tests beforehand, and fortunately, you know, there was 5 of us. I think was the most people we've been around. So we've tried to still be fairly cautious and fairly concise in terms of when and where we're going out. Oh dear, excuse me, the yawning started. Need that coffee. Watching people gather in large groups. I mean, it's not like there's a panda. Yeah, I know. It's I won't start on it, but it's I you know I appreciate there's there's a sentiment from some people saying, "Hey, well, you've got to learn to get on with your lives and do it, and just get on with things." Like, yeah, you do, but equally, when you're talking about other people's, not just your health and safety, it's other people's health and safety that you could be inadvertently impacting. So, to be safe, especially at this time of year when typically people do mix more, with more households and more friends and family members than normal. Any extra precautions or steps that we can take, the better, really. And like quite often when there's a group of friends that when we do meet up, we'll either go out for a walk outside in the fresh air, and if we do go around to one of the houses, we all typically do a lateral flow test beforehand, and we make each other aware, if we've got a bit of a cold or something like that, but it's not. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear, wake up, come on. It's not even 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, if one of us has a cold or a cough, that isn't COVID related, or to the best of our knowledge, we at least make others aware so that they can choose. Then they can be fully informed to the decision of, okay, well, maybe we shouldn't meet up just in case, or vice versa. And again, yeah, it's hard. This has been ongoing now for almost 2 years, but the long and short of it is, would you rather have some restrictions and still be able to talk and see friends and family, even if from a distance, or not be able to see them at all? Which to me is a no-brainer. Of course you want to be able to see friends and family, but safely. And just like that, the soup is gone. Right, what were we doing? We were just having a quick peruse, a quick nosy at the Oh, so can I actually pay to? I didn't think I could pay towards this. I can pay to start the project off, basically. But I didn't think I could do that. I thought it was only the territory, the governors of the territory. But maybe it's everyone that can contribute. In that case, then, the arcane repository would be good to upgrade, as would the kitchen, as would the. So maybe we'll do that. I can't. There you are. Only the governing company member can. Guys, dang it! Maybe we need to send them some messages and be like, hey, can you spend some of your hard-earned cash, your 90k that you've earned recently, on upgrading some of the town? I mean, they're upgrading the forge. It is a cool-looking building when it's upgraded. But yeah. No idea what it's like in the UK, but we have had masks on public transport and places for over a year here. Yeah, so we have for the most part of so for the whole of last year, it was pretty much if you were allowed out, or if you had to go out, you always wore your mask everywhere, on public transport, restaurants, supermarkets, etc. Then partway through last year, they started easing those restrictions, so that it wasn't mandatory to wear face masks in certain venues. Although we still did, mainly because it didn't yet feel like the right thing to do. You're still encouraged to wear them, but unfortunately, because the first thing most people heard was, "Oh, you don't have to wear them," and therefore they didn't. But yeah, again, as things have developed with the new strain of the virus, the new variant, Omicron, it's they've reintroduced those restrictions into the UK. So it's now mandatory to wear them indoors, and which is good because again, Millie was having to go to work, and all their staff are still wearing their masks, but it was just kind of It was upsetting for them and for us as well to know that certain customers would just come in and not wear one, and they're not allowed to say anything. All they're able to say is it's recommended, but whereas now at least you have to be wearing one to come into the shop unless you have an exemption. But yeah, fortunately at the moment that's obviously a good part of it. Unfortunately, the new variant seems to be much more much more transmissible, although seemingly perhaps a little less deadly, I guess, for lack of a better word. The last one seemed to be milder. Can we not just mutate it more that way? Well, yes, I mean, like, from what I've kind of read and what's been discussed in the news about it is typically viruses follow like one of two patterns. Typically, and there are obviously outliers and exceptions to this, but typically a kind of a virus will start off either being with low transmission rate, but more deadly, have a higher mortality rate, or the other way around, highly transmissible but lower mortality. And I guess COVID's kind of gone through a couple of different phases of this with the different strains and variants, whereby to start with it was quite highly transmissible, and off the back of that became quite had a higher mortality rate because of how quickly it spread. But certainly with the Omicron variant, at least here in the UK, from what the current statistics are showing, or have been showing prior to the Christmas period, is that whilst it's more highly transmissible, the mortality rate is a lot lower, and the hospitalisation rate equally is a lot lower from it. So that might be one benefit. That said, it could be that it's about to change again, as you're saying, Iceni. It could be that it could change again to being less infectious but more deadly again. And these things go through cycles. The ideal is that it would get to the point where it's it slowly becomes less deadly, and the transmission rate then starts to drop away as well in subsequent variants, and therefore over time it effectively can't, not quite dies out, but gets to a point where it's a lot it's almost impossible to transmit out in the general populace, either through the use of vaccinations and boosters and stuff like that, or through public health and safety measures, etc. But yeah, I mean it's something that I don't doubt that there'll be changes again now in the new year here in the UK in terms of some of the things that are going on, because the number of infections over the Christmas period, of course, because people have been mixing, have gone up quite dramatically. Whether or not that also results in high hospitalisation rates and higher deaths from it, that's I think what they're waiting to see how effective it is, or how effective the vaccines and boosters are against it in terms of reducing that hospitalisation rate and mortality rate. But yes, we shall see. In fact, there was one thing I was going to pick on here: the improved life skill things, because these are things that I can do. I don't think I need to activate any of these at the moment. No, we're good. At the moment, we've got hail and is base HP 10% for 3 days. That's quite cool. So I guess while you're in this territory. Okay, well, we'll test that theory out when we run down. So we'll run down to here now, which is all in Monarch's Bluff. So when we cross the border into Cutlass Keys, we should see our HP drop a little bit. Didn't realise that was a thing. That's quite cool. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing as well, isn't it? Yeah, as you say, there's 9 versions of it now. Hard to keep track of necessarily, just again, just how many variants there've been of it, and have any of them shown significant changes in, again, how transmissible it is or deadly it is. I don't know, in all honesty, but anyway, here's hoping that 2022 is a better year for everyone, not just because of COVID, but certainly hope that COVID can take a bit more of a back seat this year, and we can get back into the swing of things when it's safe to do so. Main thing is that, personally, I have no... It'd be great to see people without having to necessarily worry about, are you potentially making them ill or them making you ill. If it means not seeing some people for a bit longer, or limiting, just how frequently see people or the exposure to other people, then in the long run, that's it. Just hope we don't get a major lockdown. Yeah, I mean, this is it. I think, again, with everything that's gone on in the UK in terms of certain politicians and other high-profile people not obeying the rules and legal requirements in prior lockdowns, it's going to be very difficult to persuade the whole of the general populace that they now need to sacrifice more of their liberties to do so. Whilst for the large majority of people, it will be seen as, yep, it's a necessary thing to do, it's the right thing to do, and we'll do it. Unfortunately, there's going to be more and more people that go, well, yeah, you're telling us this and we understand the reasons behind why you should do it, but equally, if you can't abide by your own rules, then why should we? And unfortunately, I think that's probably something that we're going to just hear a lot more people kind of use as a counter-argument to why should we do this? Which equally, again, is not, again, I think for most people, they'll, felt hard done by, but respect that decision. At least I hope so. But at the same time, it's going to be more and more difficult to persuade everybody that, like in the first couple of lockdowns, that it was the only way to go. And then it's like, how do you police it? Because there aren't enough police to help enforce these kind of things. And equally, having the police out, you're potentially risking putting them at risk, amongst others. But I know they have said that there are concerns that, especially in the first couple of weeks in the new year, there's concerns that certain, well, I think they've already cancelled a load of trains and other public transport services because they're having reports of lots of train and bus operators having staff unavailable because they've caught COVID over Christmas, and they're gonna need time off to isolate in order for them to come back to work and be safe. So yeah, I mean, that will obviously have an impact, I guess, and again, maybe a bit more of a U-turn on, the whole returning to work, which they kind of did suggest before Christmas. They said, you should work from home if you're able to, as opposed to continuing the return to work scheme that they've been discussing. We're very fortunate where I work, in that we have a couple of offices, we have a couple of different companies that are part of our wider company group we're a part of, so we can make use of any of those realistically, based on location if we need an office space to use. But our main office is down in Bournemouth, but there's no kind of hard set requirement for us to come into that. It's the main thing has always been it's what is best for the health and safety of everyone at work. When we were allowed to come into the office, it was a case of if you're happy to and if you feel safe to do so, then please do, but please wear your masks in any open areas of the building, and obviously make sure that you're keeping up to date with any tests and any displaying of symptoms, etc. So we've been very fortunate that certainly for us, work is doing everything that it can to support us working from home and ensure that we have everything we need to carry on doing that and be as productive as we can be, which certainly within the team that I work in, I feel like we get a better balance between work and home life when we're able to work from home and be more flexible with our own hours as well. And you know, hoping that we'll be able to expand upon that into this year as well in terms of what we can do with time and resource on projects as well, so that we can, you know, just make it again just more flexible, so that, you know, can better suit you know, everyone's needs. And yes, whilst you're employed to work and do things, you know, we value, you know, we want to show that we value the, you know, the team members that we have, and if that means that they need, you know, to take an hour off here to go and do something else, or, you know, they need to start early or finish early, or they need to do X, Y, or Z, then, you know, why shouldn't we be flexible enough to do that? Impact does that have? If we get the work done that we need to get done, we should be able to be as flexible as we can. So you're not a full-time streamer? If only. No, I am not. I am a full-time web developer. Well, technical director now is my new official title. Fun. Some new bits and pieces to come to start working on in the new year. Kind of transition from being a full-time web developer to having different responsibilities and skills that I need to now learn and pick up to help manage the team that I work with. Cool. But I'll still stream when I can. The intent is still to stream hopefully a couple times in the week. At the moment that's pretty much Tuesdays. And after January it will probably be Tuesdays, or maybe towards the end of January it will be Tuesdays and Friday afternoons again. Hopefully going back to doing co-op streams with Millie and a few others, and then equally looking to do some streams sporadically on Saturdays when I'm not playing hockey, or after I've played hockey as well. Need an intern? I mean, Haxo, we will at some point, for sure. We'll work for food. I'm sure we can come to that arrangement. We are looking to grow the team this year. One of the things that you know, that we're looking at. Why am I running down the hill? Get back up the hill to the presents. Oh, there's a present up there. Go get that, and then we'll go hand them in. Yeah, we're looking to continue to grow the team this year. It's working out now. One of the things we've got to do at the start of the year is now kind of put in place the kind of proposed plan for, okay, who do we need? Where, you know, which teams do we need them in? What skills do we need? So yeah, keep on learning, and I will certainly let you know of any opportunities. Bad wolf. How is that all going, by the way, Haxo? How are you finding the online stuff that you've been working through? Oh, backed a bit and carried on running. Okay, right. Drop all these presents in. I think it's going okay. Excellent. Glad to hear. As always, just shout if there's anything that you want to run through or go over or look at in terms of stuff. More than happy to go through any stuff like that. Oh, is I queued? No, it's fine. I was behind Max. I'm sure he doesn't mind. It's never a bother. But yeah, feel free any time. Ah, the Yeti song. Right. I want to buy this festive toy Wabbit because I'll be able to put him in. We have to go in the house. Other than that, I haven't bought any of these items outright. One, because they're all level 61, so I'm not there yet. And two, I've bought a lot of the blueprints to be able to make them instead. At some point. I've bought a couple of each of the ones that I'm interested in making. I'd quite like to maybe get the bed and the bookcase. The stag would be quite cool. The stag statue. There's also this snow-capped dining table, which looks quite cool. And the chandelier. But you need these premium tokens, so I have to convert winter tokens into that. But that's fine, because I don't think there's anything here now that I want. I'm quite happy leaving these off. And I'll just spend my tokens on, I think. Here's a cool spit though. Nope, don't look at it. Actually, how much is the spit? 60. No, that's going to be quite a lot. Let's just convert all of these to premium. Oh, 4. Okay, I can get the rabbit. If nothing else, then I'll have the wabbit. I said, do I own the rabbit already? Feel like I don't yet own the rabbit, but oh, I don't know. I don't think I do. I think I bought the. Can't remember now. I bought these but these blueprints were just with winter tokens. So I think in that case, what have I spent my money on then? In that case, then I won't spend any shit. I'll go and check what's in my storage chest. Just right to Cutlass keys. Then on to first light. Am I going the right way? No, up and over the hill. I was trying to push Lionheart with the Wanna 40k army, so you two could make painting stream. One. Oh, to win a 40k army. Ah, okay. Stop. Got there. That would be cool. But for Haxo and Lionheart, right? That'll go out. Or for me and Lionheart. Because my Warhammer painting skills are. I've not painted Warhammer in a long, long time, and they were never great to start with. Haxo is the artiste here. Plus, he's now got a fancy new airbrush. I think you two, I need to get you onto it. aspiring artiste, indeed. I'm back here, Tucky. Nope. Gobble gobble. Or poultry thigh. Right. I'd love to get back into it. It's just time, as with all things. Using the fancy airbrush now. Oh, amazing! Lovely stuff. Are you Are you streaming it? Oh, I'll have to check it out when you're next streaming using the airbrush. Things fine. Ah, yes. So my health should go down a bit. 725. 72. Just chilling here. It's all right. Awesome. Yeah, well, I'll have to tune in next time you're using it, because I'd love to see an airbrush being used and how to use it properly as well. The next stream I'll be working on Lions Chaos Law. Ah, amazing. That's awesome. I'll I'll definitely check that out. When are you planning to next stream, Haxo? Or to do that on stream? Tune in, have a look see. Rude. Please, sir. Not the anchor. Come on. Gimli would say, bring your face to my pretty axe. My axe made your pretty face. Pretty axe. I don't know. Something, something, axe to face. Mash, mash. Dwarven glory. 9% sure yet. This evening or tomorrow afternoon. Okay, cool. Try and keep an eye out. Oh, I didn't open the blooming present, did I? That would have helped with me more tokens. Oh, no, there wouldn't have been. It's fine. That. Okay. And run in, run in. Haxo swapping the flat cap for the French beret, indeed. It's an unwritten rule, isn't it? The Unites. French beret. Ugh. Damn. Damn those pesky pirates that dodged half my slashes. Yeah. Derp. Everything's fine, you're fine. You're just dying a little bit. It's fine. I do like the, I think I said before, I do like the hatchet attack skill animations. And the fact that they're so fast, and it does do a really decent amount of damage. It's just a shame that at the moment you don't have like a buckler to block with. It's just the hatchet, and arguably they're small, so it's not. It's not really the like when you're blocking with it. I can sit here, but blocking with it, having two hands down like that, I'm not entirely sure it's going to do an awful lot to block severe damage, but I just seem to do all right with it. Gosh, it's got really dark out. Oh, it's raining and it's miserable. That's why. It's like, it was light earlier. Only 2 o'clock. It's not that late. But it's raining and it's grey and overcast and miserable. As is as is the British winter. Hey ho. Yeah, nice and grey up here in Yorkshire. Excellent. Oh, difficult. In fact, I might even need to turn the overhead light on. Yeah, there we are. There's a bit more light in my room. Not quite as cavey. It was quite. I don't know about if it was with you, Haxo, yesterday, but it wasn't. It was a fairly grey and miserable day, but it wasn't cold yesterday. It was actually quite mild. At least down here. It's colder today. Briefly stepped outside today and shot right back indoors. It's far too cold. But yeah, yesterday wasn't as bad. Went out for a little dog walk with my mum and our doggo, which was nice, but yeah, surprised. I had my big old jacket on. Which actually came in handy towards the end because it did start raining, but it was almost getting a bit too toasty. Grey overcloud and 8 degrees here in Denmark. I don't actually know what the. Look. 12 degrees, apparently. Yeah. Much mild. What's the rest of the week looking like? So between 8 and 11 tomorrow, and then getting colder. So low of 1 degrees, then 9 degrees Tuesday, Wednesday, down to 0 on Thursday, up to 3 minimum on Friday. Hey ho. 9 degrees with you. Oh, winter. Warmest New Year's in years. How warm was it? Was it still 8 degrees? What was it? What day is it? Second, isn't it? Still around 8 degrees the last few days then. I can't actually remember what it was. Yeah, I mean yesterday was milder. I don't know what it was New Year's Eve. Probably is similar here. Imagine one of the warmer New Year's days at least. Yeah, climate change indeed. Like 12, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that's from my marker to go. There we go. Okay, so we need to get to here. How? You know what? To save more running simulator, we might just hop down. First, like, do what we need to do here, and then I think we'll go up to the new territories, so we've actually got something new to explore. Or we'll do the quest in Weaver's Fen, so we've actually got a quest to do rather than just more running. I know it's just New World and chill, but there's only so much running, people. You saw his new record? Yeah. Not surprised. Oh, I think my sound's done it again, you know. Is it when I teleport, maybe? Have I gone roboty on Twitch? Or is it just my ears? Maybe it's just my ears. High-pitched, yeah. Well, that's alright. I say it's alright. So, in my high-pitched voice, what I'll do is we're going to stand over here and we'll take a brief little pause. I'll go make myself a coffee. And I'll sort out the headset. There we go. So, we'll be right back. Okay. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully you can hear me now and it doesn't sound as high pitched. Interestingly enough, my IQ software has just popped up saying a firmware update is required. A mandatory firmware update is available and required for the optimization of your device. That device being my headset. So who knows? Maybe there's a fix out. I won't run the update just yet. Because it will probably disconnect it and I don't want it to balk completely. So we'll do that after the stream. But maybe we're in luck. Oh, right, anyway, coffee has been acquired. Ah, that's better. Even the smell. I know it's not. I know it's only from a pod, but even just the smell of it. Right, what are we doing here? We've got some fibres. Let's craft them. Thank you. Yeah, they're it's a double-barreled one, so it floats beautifully, but it stops the outside of the glass getting too warm, but it keeps it perfectly double-walled, not double-barreled. But it keeps the it's smudgy actually, but it keeps the liquid inside at a really good temperature. Millie bought them. She bought me a set of 2, actually, for a birthday present a couple of years ago. But they're lovely. They look fancy. Yeah, she done good. She done good. Oh, I can make loads of. I really need. Do you need any? That is the question. Probably not, because I'm not particularly interested in making anything. Although I could use it just to bump my armoring skill up a bit more. So what's the? Yes, assassin robe will give me 1,575 armoring XP per craft. But yeah, it's the problem. So I'm going to make 2 of that. So I could make more to get that up a bit more, because I'm not going to use it for anything else right now. To be fair, I don't think. Now that I've got my words, Harry. Now that I've got my engineering up to 100, I need to get the others up to 100 to be able to craft the next bits. Anyway, so yeah. So let's craft another load of this, and then we might be able to make 2 or 3 in total. That would be good. Bum ba dum bum bum. Okay. And eventually we'll be able to move on to the fancy cloths. In got a drip on my nose now. See? Right. Yeah, look, we can make 3. And I'm not going to wear these, so I'll make them out of lower actually, I don't want to layered. I can't even remember. That's fine. Let's just make it out of. We've got plenty of. That's fine. It's not going to. Well, let's make it out like we're not going to add anything to it. We're just going to craft it. We don't need any buffs on that. Good, I did not play the game with Maxwell's because that's it. I mean, this is the nice thing about it. So you can get, like, in terms of like story missions, you can get through that without touching too many of the trade skills, because you can either buy what you need, or eventually you'll pick up what you need from quests and rewards and things like that as you go along. But in order to do more of the end game content, which is all about not only getting to level 60 as the current max character level cap, but also improving your gear score, and there are different ways to do that, which require the use of trade skills, mostly to craft those, or to increase your ranges. But yeah, you then have this whole, like, this plethora of, I mean, how many have we got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17 trade skills to then max level. So each one goes up to 200, and then a recent update actually changed it. So you can see my tracking and skinning's at 200, but it's got a progress bar going around. So this isn't, I think is it called no, aptitude. Aptitude rank 1 will be the first one I get when I get round. And so what they're basically what they've done now is that once you reach 200, this number at the end, the aptitude number, once it will keep increasing up, and at each level up of the aptitude rank, or rank up of the aptitude rank, you'll get a reward box, which should in theory have some better items and gear around tracking and skinning that will be more useful again for end game content, which is quite a cool way of doing it, I think. Equally, like the level cap of 200 could in theory always be increased, and then you could unlock more items and more tiers. So I think, fortunately from that perspective, there's an allowance for future flexibility for increasing more levels. Same like we've had with weapons. We've had the Void Gauntlet added in since launch as a new weapon. There's the next new weapon added in is going to be in the ranged weapons category. It's going to be the blunderbuss. They've already discussed that, and that's coming out in early 2022, I believe. Which will be kind of like a mid-range gun, which should be quite cool. Which I think will fit in quite nicely, considering the bow and musket are more focused around the longer range side of ranged weaponry, which is cool. And they are talking about a greatsword. There's talking about they have mentioned about potentially either separating out shield from sword and shield, or having another weapon and shield combination. So maybe hatchet would maybe eventually evolve into a hatchet and shield combination. They've talked about that coming along, being something that they're looking at as well. So I think it'll be interesting to see where it goes, and whether or not, again, there's space for more trade skills. So who knows what we might get in the future potentially. Room for more. Hey BR, how you doing? Thank you very much for the 17 months. How you doing? Happy New Year to you? I don't think we've spoken since the New Year. Since New Year's. Can you dual wield? Not yet. That also has been discussed. So daggers are, I think, after blunderbuss, are the next weapon on the kind of the closest to release track. So there's a potential that maybe daggers might be a dual wielding weapon type of some kind. But this being a classless game, it all focused around the weapon selection, effectively, in terms of what you build. But yeah, they had a really good. It's definitely worth a watch. It's long. It's like an hour and 30, I think. It was like a December dev update. They did, and there's some really insightful bits where they talk to members of the team in terms of what's on the table for coming up in future development. What are they looking at doing? Are they looking at concepts of, again, shields with other weapons, dual wielding? What weapons are coming out next, etc. And they were actually fairly direct and honest about things. They were quite open about what they are looking at working and what they'd like to bring in as well. So I think over time we'll hopefully see some more interesting bits. Howdy and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, BR. How's your day been? How goes it? Right. What were we doing? Oh, tanning. Tan some hide. Ooh. There's a hint of brighter skies coming. Brighter up outside my window. See if it comes. Fruition. Right, this is what I make for the other quest, so let's... how many did I need? Doesn't really matter actually, does it? I'll just make 8 of them and then enough for the quest. Okay. That's that done. Good, and Arcana's got one of... Make something. Right, we need to do the leather. Thick hides. Don't have enough thick hides. Okay, so that's fine. We'll come back and do that when we have skinned some thicker beasties. Time being then, we'll just but press this leader. Just finished my first day back at work. Kill me now. Oh no. Oh no. Was it a long shift, a long old shift, or just busy, or both? Still, I hope you have a good relax now. I'm back on Tuesday, so I've got today and tomorrow off, and then yeah, back to the grindstone. Right, I think we'll just convert to steel because at the moment, get to the get my armoring up. Steel's going to be ooh, a load of silver though. Right, don't turn this all into gold. Now I've got a lot of gold ore to use, but gold is expensive. Uses a lot of silver, and it's some of the components are more expensive to with her. But gonna chill with Grand Tour soon. Have you enjoyed your time off? I have, thank you. Yeah, it's been really nice. I've yeah, not done an awful lot, which is exactly what I needed to do. Done a couple bits of my own work over the Christmas period, just to move some bits along. I've been do bits on the VV-bot stuff, which has been fun. And although it's programming, it's a different type of it. It's more, it's not more relaxed. It's a different type of work, so it's different. It doesn't feel like work. And yeah, watched lots of shows with Millie. We've gone through the Witcher season 2, which is good. Can't wait for season 3 now. That was good. I've watched a load of films like that, and we even got out to go and see the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man film as well. Over the Christmas period, which was lovely. But yeah, had a really nice time off. And yeah, it'll be nice to go back to work. There's got a busy January and February, I think, ahead. But some plans at the end of January that will help kind of get us all set up and ready to work more effectively for the rest of the year to come, I think, which is exciting, and yeah, be good to get involved in that. Ooh, right. Okay. I can make one of these breastplates. Also expensive. To be fair, I can only make one of these. Oh, because of cloth. Don't have any more linen anymore because we've used it all. That's why I shouldn't have used it all. That's alright, so we'll make one heavy breastplate for the time being, as we can. I don't need it, so we'll... The Watcher, a Netflix series about a couple that watches Netflix. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh dear. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's been good. Very nice. Right, is that... Oh no, I can make another one. Ah, oh, look at that. It just reclaimed enough to make more. Beautiful. We need... That's got another level up. Beautiful. Right. That. And then... See, I don't know how I feel about some of these weapons being engineering skill. Like, great for me in order to get my engineering skill up, but it's still a weapon, so it feels like it should be under weaponsmithing. Or have split ones. Say that it improves both your engineering and weaponsmithing skill. Like, do a split, do a 50-50 split on it. If I'm making a hatchet that can only be used to in combat, it's not a tool as well. It's not like the axe that you make to log with. Hey ho. Right, how much stuff? mean, the Warhammers only make one of those because of leather. Although we could swap that over and make two because we now don't have enough lumber. Lovely stuff. That's fine. Did I not craft lumber at the... Craft that much? I did not. That's fine. Let's go see how much room we've now got in that. We'll just check. Do I need... Probably okay for bullets and... I've made all of my star metal tooling. Fine. It's maybe a balance if you don't use bows or musket. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. These are going to be, these repair kits are going to be no use anymore, because they only go up to tier 3 and those are all tier 4. I need actually, but $115? Luminek. Okay, it's going to be a while before I can make them. Never mind. Pay some gold. I mean, we've got enough. It's been setting it. And like engineering includes backsmith. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. Except that, again, for some of the armoring's then set separate as well. I mean, again, not a problem. Maybe it would be nice to maybe split them a little bit, or not split them, but to have some shared XP across multiple disciplines, perhaps. Certainly it makes sense here, like in the workshop everything's engineering based, because there's no point putting your furnishing skills up for a repair kit or some arrows. Got a coat for the game. As in one that I'm wearing. This is my Christmas one, I think. Well, it's a skin actually for it. So you've kind of got a couple of different ways of, in terms of equipment. So this is just actually a Christmas skin that sits over my actual Brightwood Watcher's long coat. By watching you drop. Oh, okay. Yeah. So if your Twitch account is associated to Amazon Prime, then you should be watching this stream. Should also give you drops for the Wheel of Time bits. Yeah, when I streamed last week, I think I had it in the so this one, for example, is one of those one of the items that you can get from it. As is not that one. As is, there were two. As is this one, Children of Light outfit. And, well. And then we've got a couple of weapons. So, yeah, what? Yes, we've got the Hunter's Festive coat on. Does look quite nice. This is quite a cool one. But it's a paid skin. But, what? I think I've got a couple on... It was weapons, I think. So, yeah, so this is how it... That's what the rapier looks like in-game. And then Tam's Blade is one from Wheel of Time, if you've watched that series. So this is the Heron Sword. Quite cool. This one's quite a cool skin, actually, that you can buy from the store. And then I think the other drop was... It was on a sword. That's it. Is that all kind of, yeah. It was a sword, but I don't have a sword on me. Probably got one in here. I don't have a sword in here. Okay, well, there's also a sword which was... I can't remember what it looks like. Which was a cool... But I'm not really a sword user in this game at the moment. Actually, that was something I was going to do. I was going to see if I can enable the Twitch settings on here. Maybe that's... I don't know if it is working. Let's you know what, let's quickly go to do it from the main menu. I don't think you can do it before you go into game. Ah, wunderbar. That's weird. Yeah, it used to have a Twitch. Have they removed it? It was a little Twitch thing here. How bizarre. I will I'll Google it quickly. It was a setting to let you specify if you were streaming or not. Yeah, Twitch settings gone. Okay, I have pressed a button. Oh, but it just lets you... Yeah, it's the button I've already clicked, that's fine. See there? Oh, weird. Don't know about the Twitch thing. Maybe they removed it. Yeah, I mean, I think the Twitch stuff, in terms of the drop should just come through account, but I don't know what. In fact, I know what. Let's just switch to that screen. Let me load the game. If not, we'll just crack on an adventure to the north. Finally, well, middle of the map, north of where we are now. There it is. Okay, just had to log out and log back in. Yeah. Log into Twitch. I don't know if... Twitch is enabled there. It'd be cool just to enable these. Well, as you recruit your subscribers and followers into a group. Yeah, I mean that would be cool. Spotlight would be cool. But that's fine. So let's do that then. Right in now and see. Who knows? But no idea. I mean, yeah, there's not a setting there now I'm in the game, but I mean, it's not popped up with like a little. Never mind. We'll carry on. Right. Done everything we need to do down here in First Light. So next thing is we'll come back there later. The next thing to do is to go and do this quest, hand this quest in here, and then go down and do this quest and move across to here and get to the rest of the shore settlement. I think that's what we'll do. 200, really? Not because, not particularly heavy. Right, let's drop this here. Do with getting alk. But don't have enough room for all of that. That's fine. Let's keep that quest item on then, and then what we'll do is we'll. Okay, so what else we? Oh, we don't need this hatchet anymore. That's fine. Let's just salvage that. Grab some. That bow I was keeping. Nearly one. That's right. Okay. Probably cook some food. Well, actually, here we are. Here's an easy one: is we take the water out because we've got water anytime. Right. So let's see. Is there anything else in here? Horses, cooking stuff we can take with us. That's fine. Bad eggs. Silk threads. Yeah, we can. Keep the flint. Bars. Then I think then that's fine. We're brought down woodstone as well. Probably should just start discarding some. Right, where'd it go? Nothing in Windswood anymore because I cleared that out, but Monarch's Bluff will have the rest of my stuff, which is a lot lower, so I could start moving maybe some stuff back. The problem is, again, until they upgrade the items, some of the workstations there, I can't really use it as effectively. I've got loads of cooking. So magic and crafting. No. Here's all the winter resources. So I don't think then. Oh no, I did buy the bunny. Oh, bro. So I can then either get. Yeah, look, there's my bunny. There's my doggo, Archimedes puppy. I'll be able to put in my house. So it's either I could either buy 2 ice chandeliers, or a chandelier and the table, or the big table, or the bookcase, bed, or the stag. Alright, we'll think about that. This we shall think on. But yeah, here's all of the blueprints that I bought. I got a couple of different ones, so that I could always create 2 of it and see which one gets the better buff in the long. But I'll probably save that a bit, because maybe even later down the road, I don't actually know which weapon, what level I need to be and where I need to craft those, but although maybe I'll check, because I wonder if you can get it here. It's not, so I wonder where you craft those then. I'll have to have a look at that then. Okay, let's just check then. I can drop some of this off at excuse me, I can drop some of this stuff off at in fact I can drop the wall. Oh. Really don't need all. I could drop some of the stuff. I've got all these all these fillets of fish. Which I should just things. I can drop them off at I could drop them off at Weaver's Fen. So let's go to the Alchemist Shrine here then. Go to the Alchemist Shrine here, and then we'll crack on with some. Cut through here, run up to the Bronze Grove, data week. Such a short distance, I need to really aim that up a lot more. Rude. That. How did that miss from there? Do you mind? I thought these creatures that you can then perform different harvesting actions on were quite a different and cool way of changing up the general harvesting side of things. Kind of wish they'd done that with maybe some more creatures, some of the slightly rarer resources, but I guess equally it's just finding that balance between how rare a drop certain things become, and as you level up and get stronger and have better items with increased luck chances in the game, maybe it's better just to leave it like that, so that you're not going to find someone who just makes a beeline for those creatures and hoards all of that resource early. I don't know, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool that there's a different harvesting mechanic for some of these. There you go. But yeah. Excuse me, sir. Hands down. Rude. Rude again. I just want to hit you. Trying to use up some food as well, so I've got loads here. Rations that I'm trying to eat through. We'll make an area where they give. Yeah, yeah, so they. So I think up in these regions here, the level 60 plus, in the wilderness areas, you've got, I think, different drop rates. On that, but which is good because there's like creatures and wild things up there that will kill you if you're too low level. So it puts anyone off kind of going, making a beeline for it, and they ain't gonna make it back. Which is good. Because it, it then rewards players properly for the kind of natural level progression. Last one. Drag another. Oh. This is a bug since the last content update I've had. Some clothing items have the wrong icon place card. So this showing up, which looks like a beef Wellington, is actually a miner shirt. And the thing that looks like a cabbage is actually miner pants. But it's weird. You scroll down and past it, and every time, basically, every time it loads it into view, it's like choosing the wrong. I don't know if it only seems to be those items. So maybe it's something to do with those items, and that they've balked. But yeah, it's quite funny. Every time you scroll, which always confused me when I'm looking at it because it's in the apparel section. And you see like a wine glass in it. That's not something I can wear. I do wonder if they'll ever do anything with like a swimming system or allow players to swim. At the moment, you just basically walk on the bottom and drown, which is fine. Like that axe gonna get there? Yes, it is. No, stop healing your friend. Yeah. Rude, sir. Yeah. Harvest this silkweed. Don't mind me. But yeah, I don't know. At the moment, I don't get off my silkweed. Man, what are you doing? Ah, silkweed. Oh, you're coming for the bulrushes. You may have these. My island. Oh wow, that was. Did I just harvest that one? And was it literally just right on the reset timer? Maybe that was one that I hadn't done. It's just in time. Look at that. Perfect. I'll just wait a sec just in case someone else has been through here and there's another one, there's another node that I've not yet seen. Tell you what, turn into a lovely day. There's blue sky out there now. The sun is out. It's shining. The rain has stopped. Lovely. Probably feels a degree or two warmer now as well. Right, there's no more nodes spawning that, so let's carry on up this cliff. Yeah, I don't know if maybe swimming will become a thing at some point, just because in theory there could be, I don't know, some underwater areas, or like where you could swim down and if you have enough breath, get to like a pocket of air an underground or subterranean type thing. The only thing is, at the moment, the way the kind of underwater breathing system works is that you get, I don't know if it's 20 seconds as such, but it's 20 points of breath, basically. And once that's gone, you're dead. It's not, you start taking damage, you die. Fell off. So I don't know if they probably have to change that maybe a little bit. So maybe it's best not to, but... Still grey here. Hopefully the sun's coming. Then so maybe it's coming up from the south. Send the sun to me. If I had any form of weather persuasion ability, I most certainly would. But alas, it is not one of my skills or abilities. If you want me to build you a weather prediction tool or app, then yeah, I could probably do that. But in terms of actual changing of the weather, little above my current skill set. But I shall endeavour to be bitten by a radioactive spider or something to give me weather manipulation powers. What would you need to be bitten by it to give you weather manipulation powers? Radioactive weather vane? Oh, radioactive meteorologist, yeah. That'll do it. Excuse me, sir. You mind? There you are, Mr. Skelly. I guarantee I can hit you faster than you can hit me. That's what I meant to do. I meant to drag some more food into me. That's not right. So I've got travel rations. Oh, going out for a walk. Now that it's stopped raining. Go. Hit the lower road. Down the waterfall. Geronimo! Only broken ankle. It's fine. I don't know if there are any in the game. Maybe there are. It'd be nice if there was like a hidden waterfall cave with some loot or treasure in. Or boss fight. That'd be get to. That'd be quite cool. I thought I found one. Like there was a waterfall. There's a waterfall I think in Brightwood where you can go and there's a quite a big noticeable ledge behind it. So it's perhaps not so secretive, but you could definitely place something there. And when you get in there, you can stand behind the water and see it. That would be quite a cool thing to have in the game, maybe. Follow the Erie Road up to then. Ah, it's in your PvP. I do want to do more PvP in this, or just running around with PvP on. It's just, I don't mind dying, but because actually there's not a lot of, there's not particularly a lot of negative impact to it. The main deficit to dying in PvP is if you've got any faction missions. Certain faction missions will, not all of them, there are some that continue over, if they explicitly say, but most PvP faction missions are failed if you die in PvP. But otherwise, there's not an awful lot of negative against it. The only kind of cool thing is if you're trying to get on and just have PvP on for the bonus XP gain that you get whilst having it on, and you then get attacked repeatedly, it can obviously negate the distance you've travelled to get somewhere, or be a bit infuriating if you can't teleport back immediately, etc. That, to be fair, I think that might be something nice to see changed up, like how that system works. Where? Then. Oh yes, yeah, I know where that. Yeah, yes, yes. That's the other one that I've accepted. Close this one. And then there's one at the back here, which I think is an elite one, recommended level 60. Check while we go past.
All the hustle. Yes. If you don't mind.
Oh no.
I think it would be a kindness.
Okay, well we'll accept that while we're here. I thought that was a level 61, so I didn't take it.
Well, look at that.
Ah, hello, Mr. Barkeep. Pirate Gunslinger, Gloves of the Artificer. Lovely, but a bit low level. Do need some better gloves. The one thing in my current... Well, actually, that's not true. My long coat and my gloves. So hopefully when I go across to the next area, that will be something that I can get more of. Look, minor pants that look like... I don't know, is that a steak? Garlic steak, I think? Right. Right, we're gonna have to come back here anyway. So where's that other quest? Oh, great! So we can do both of them. Let's pin that one. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll go to the storage chest, drop everything. Yeah, here we go. Drop everything's in here, and then head off down to there. Oh look, here's a sword. Right, so that other skin then that we could have from the Wheel of Time collection. It loads. Okay, it's this one. Looks. Ooh, camera's doing. Barrels. Fine. There we are. So the normal sword is that, which actually does look quite cool. But this is the Shadow Spawn blade, which looks quite cool. That sounds like a meteor, maybe. Well, I thought that had stopped now. Presents are still falling, but meteors are still. Well, maybe they are. Right. Got nothing in here other than that, so let's drop the. Let's drop that in there, that in here. Come back. Oh, I want. Open it. How much have I got? That gave me a nice little chunk. Okay, we'll take all these weapons just so that we can keep switching stuff. It's fine, that's lowered our weight down. Nice portion. This has got an upcoming war. Is this... Oh, it's yellow. So if it was green, that would be useful, because then we could just transfer stuff between one of our locations. Never mind. Okie dokie. So, number... I like Weaver's Fen in some ways, in that it's kind of, yeah, it's out here in the middle of the swampy marshes, and it seems to have fairly high-tiered items, workstations rather, and it seems to be one of those that seems to be kept fairly well kept in that regard. In terms of the items, I should take the first left. That's fine. But it's kind of out. It's a long way out, I guess, unless you're up in this area. So maybe it's something that people transition to having a house or base here. But I don't know. I prefer the other settlement, like the style of the other settlements housing. Oh. Ah, this is where the meteor came down. Wait. Don't attack me, don't attack me. I'm just trying to harvest the silkweed, and then I'm gonna go and get all of that meteorite. Yoink. Right, run before anyone gets it. Quick. So many mobs. Yeah, okay, so meteors are still coming down, that's cool. There's these gleamite chunks I can salvage. I must admit, the sound design in this game, I think, is really good. Just the fact that I remember one of the first experiences I had when I think I was playing even like a version as far back as like one of the early alphas was out in the woods. Just I was looking for an animal to attack and skin, and you could just hear the background. There's a little bit of ambient background music. There was the sound of birds and other animals that they had in the world. But also you just heard other players just chopping trees. And it's the same here when you go through areas and there's someone mining and you just hear the pick. And also you hear that little reverberation coming off the gleamite, which is unique to the gleamite as well, which is cool, and it's just a really cool sound effect. But also the fact that you can hear that as you're walking through the woods just adds another kind of element to the game, which is cool. This is some oil. Keeping stone. Oh, apparently you can fish it. Right next to the oil. I'm sure that's going to be a great idea. Right, I think... Hello, Mr. Alligator. I think this is the last... Ah, he got me with his whoopee tail. So that's something as well that's just, again, a clever bit of design in the game. I was behind the crocodile there, but it actually attacked both with the front and its rear, with the tail and its teeth. Which is quite good. Again, something that they could have easily just gone, no, we're not going to make that tail do any damage. The creature has to be facing the player in order for it to do anything. But yeah, clever. It's a subtle thing. What ice destroyed, right? Lower than the one we have back at home. Right, where am I? Where are we going? Got distracted by the gleamite. Excuse me, you two. A little bit choppy. Right. Put the bitrate up. Okay. Tweaked a couple other settings. Suggestions by Lionheart based on what he was using when he was streaming from our house. But then again, I'm playing this. Oh, that was handy. I'm playing this on my ultra wide. It's just that it's being streamed out at a 1080p resolution, so it's still kind of taxing it, I guess, from that standpoint, more so than it would be if I was playing it at 1080p. But the ultra wide's so nice. Never thought I'd get used to it, but. But now I have. I definitely wouldn't go. I wouldn't go back. It's just nice to have the extra screen real estate. It's just that little bit more immersive, and certainly when I'm working as well, I can have 2 or 3 windows up on it at a time. That would be the equivalent of either my laptop screen size or of a standard screen. So it feels like it helps me to be a bit more productive in that regard. Whether or not it actually is, I don't know. Nice, Ghosty. Oh wow. I'll check it. I tweaked some game settings the other day, but maybe up a bit higher than. Let's drop the water. Light. Leave texture higher. That'll probably render everything. Yeah, it does. Okay. Might make it a bit. Oh, he's gonna explode. There you go. Aha! Sneak. Thing's fine. And attack! Wait. I'll attack yet. Heck, that's doing nothing to his. There we go, blow it. Oh, and look at all these temp. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, what's that over there? That's got to be for a mission item. Ah, yes, hemp. Yeah, quotes. It's fine. Yeah, there must be a mission over here. Ah. Take it's a little bit further out from where I'm supposed to be going. Swamp source. The wise woman Hazel. I'm guessing Hazel's probably not feeling herself anymore. Oh. Ah! I thought he was going to explode. He just took his time. Not to get caught out by that. That. Right. Up this. Oh, he's armless. Oh, he ducked. Oh, monster vomit. My favourite. Aha. Oh, Hazel. What's happened to you? Hazel's cave. Oh, you tricky... Poor Hazel. Wonder what happened to it. Oh, here, Hazel's diary. Okay. She eventually lost the will to live eventually. And okay, well that's fine. So that one's done there, so we just get down to 3 now. That cool cave mouth. Oh, if we run round it. Parkour. And look at that! And get rewarded for our troubles by getting another Christmas present floating in the sky. Beautiful. There you are. All part of my plan. Moon. I'll grab that other present here, and then we're down to number 2. Now quest marker 3. I'm sorry, sir. You're on 0 health. Yeah, thank you. Okay, right. Guys are spawned. No, I guess not. It's been a little while since it came through. Okay, if I go around the back, wait. So if I... It'd be cool if rang the bell. Da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da. For some reason, I started yesterday March the count. Because don't know why I threw that. That was the wrong thing. Yeah. Captain Jack. Yelling, I've got a jar of dirt. Oh, you didn't stand up in time. Rude. Ways. There are some very odd noises out here in the swamp. Ah, actually, yes, it'd be good to go down to the landmark down here, because then we'll have another fast travel point. Stuff. Don't mind me, just coming to steal your presents. Fine. You don't need this. Can. Sneaky. Some of them do make some. This no. Just take fire staff and that bow. That's all good. I don't need the cloth shoes. So, right, let's go down to the shrine, and I'll take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll carry on. Oh. Saw nothing. Everything's fine. Rest now. Shh. Everything's fine. But, maybe the glowing present outside the burnt down shack was the reason it burnt. Right. Okay. Just wait. And we'll be right back. Okie dokie. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Right, we're not far off. Don't need to stealth, everything's fine. Far too nefarious when we're creeping through the bomb. Did I pick up some? Did. While we're here, there's a bit up there, but I think we'll leave that. Not desperate need of silkweed just yet. The thing is, this is quite an art path. We'll come up. Ah, there's a graveyard over there. Oh no, there's some buildings as well. Oh, there's a present over here. Our present senses are tingling. Ah! Received a well-known rank. give us fair, which means I can actually purchase a house. And now, wait, another location. Eventually, purchase an abode. But for now, select it. Okay, tongs, bellows, and hammer. Well, there's the hammer. Done. There. Oh, there's a chest inside. Lovely. Playing pirates. R says I shouldn't play pirates by the water, but what else am I supposed to do? Well, indeed. Water everywhere. Fish turn that funny colour, but I'm not scared of no yelly-bellied fish. I like boar stew better anyway. That's the spirit. Don't eat the poison fish. Stick to the boar. Everything's fine here, sir. Back inside your hut you go, please. Oh. No need to panic. You can explode safely indoors. Thank you. Oh, that's the other. Oh no, it's not. Of course, the bellows are out by grave. I guess prized possessions, maybe, of blacksmith. Let me hit you from your softer side. There we go. Forsaken Bite. No, it's nice, but it's not as nice as my Vengeful Blizzard's Fury of the Ranger. The death animations for a lot of the creatures are cool. I did see the hatchet just stuck in the air there. Right, okay, I think what we'll do is we'll carry on along this way before going back and handing in quests. Oh, I unlocked another one. Bro. XP game away. Because I want to get to this settlement and I want to accept these couple of quests while we're going along and also pick up this one to upgrade my camp. That'd be useful. And then I can work my way around the other ones that I know I need to do as well. Strange, actually. There's, I guess, no, the fast travel point's there. So once I get there, maybe I can then just either swiftly teleport back here or just run back and hand those in. And then we can always go around the top, where actually maybe that would be better than coming around from this side. See. But yeah, let's crack on to here now. There's a present that way, and then I should be able to run up onto the road once we've got the present. Are you present? I can hear you. Oh, it's stuck underneath the rocks. Never mind, we found it. Right. Go up here. There is something over there as well. Gonna have a little look-see. Up there as well. Oh, look at it. A small wolf ball. Ah, it's a present. On the road again. Doop 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 doop. Present just that. Go and nab that before. Hopefully into a slightly less swampy environment. Morningdale looks like it should be a greener place, but hopefully rest of the shore is a bit greener, less swampy, less wet. Oh, there's another path in from here. Oh, which is Reekwater. Yeah, that makes. Wow. Morning. Sun is rising. We're going. I wonder what is up there. There must be something. But I'm probably going to get a quest to go, don't I? I'll just go to the top of the ridge. Oh, that's a bit on top of the cliffs. Ah, here we go. Oh, this looks nice. A bit more autumnal. Oh, and there's a present up on the cliff here. Okay. I'm a stranger to these lands. Door by the mill. There we go. Even a landmark. Oh, rock down there. Alrighty. I'll be back for your hide later. Probably. Got links. A sand poor lynx. Now, well, great, and this gives me thick hide, which is what I need as well for the lead. Hey, hey. Oh, stopped. Come back here. I just want to skin you. There we go. More thick hide, some venison tier 3 as well. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Everything's fine. Fine, don't worry. Oh, some big antlers. Wunderbar. Right, okay. Okay. Onwards. This is nice. Nicer, to a nicer environment than the boggy marshes. Kind of got a couple different kind of biomes in it, really. I got the grasslands, and then the up high, and then the sandy tropical beach areas. Lovely place to go on holiday. Goes off. What? You know, not well. Sticky. Ah. Okay, our first quest to accept along the way. We won't worry about doing this one just yet. I want to get to the settlement, accept the camp upgrade quest, really, and see what's involved with that. But it is almost 4 o'clock, so we will stop. Oh, okay, we can do that as we go then. Fine. Jet Sam Isle to defeat Santiago's former crew. Oh. Hello, good sir. Rude. Hit him in his hits. Oh. Well, that was overly dramatic. What do we need to do? We need to collect Captain Cross's manifest from a lost pirate. Okay, so we need to kill a couple of pirates and see until they drop one. There we go. That wasn't too difficult. We just need to go back to what we found. I guess we do. Seeing as he's right there, we might as well. That's probably the shortest quest, the distance between quest giver and quest, if that's it, I think I've ever done. Oh, hang on. He's blooming moved, he has. Also, why is there a barrel here in the middle of the... Oh, come on. Where's number 2? Has that just glitched out? Oh, Santiago! Where are you? Where's that gone? That quest marker has completely disappeared. Amazing. Unless he's up here, unless he's in the village now, the area, and I've just managed to run past him somehow. Or that quest is bugged. But that's very weird. Oh no, there he is. I'm guessing. Why has it gone? That's bizarre. Larger cloak now onto Thames Blade. Excellent. Wunderbar. Yeah, Thames Blade does look cool. In fact, I should probably... Excuse me, sir. Pipe down. I've got it on... I think it's the rapier one, yeah. Thames Blade. How close to the next are we? Not. That's fine. Yeah, it's quite cool. there's that. Like that. Ooh, Grey Axe of the Monk. That's a good one. Oh, we'll keep it and chuck it in our stash here at. There and then we'll. Ah, it's Captain Hook. Hook for a hand. I'm just here for the crate. Happened to be in the way set. Lovely. Box. Note here. Or are you ready? Oh. The most curious thing the other day was an ore, one from a remote. Why not use this as a weapon? I only killed a few rabbits on Rabbit Island with it before angering the Harekeeper's wrath. Well, angered the Harekeeper's wrath. But overall, not a bad run for a piece of wood. I think I shall keep this ore and use it to hit things far away from me. Amazing. Ooh. Heavy helm of the sage. Okay. Get rid of it, but oh. In. Oh. Nice plume. I quite like my antlers that I had on. Cool. But we'll go back to the festive hood. There we go. Ah, you blocked it, girl. Excuse me. Rude. There we go. Stab him with the pointy bit. Alrighty, we've made it to the... Where's Hare Island? Oh. Made it to Perseus Shore. Lovely stuff. Yeah. Feel yourself. Oh wow. We're right outside of Settle. Okay. I don't need any more lodestone. I've got so much in my... I got them. Oh wow, literally right outside a settlement. All mobs. Guarantee one of the quests then side is going to be for that. Oh. Oh. There we go. I hear something else attacking something. I'm not entirely sure what it's attacking, unless it's attacking... Oh, is it trying to attack me now? Maybe. Where is she howling those? Not a dicky. Never mind. Well, enjoy. And we'll go up here then. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ah. Trading tax low, property tax extreme, crop average, mining average. Right, wow, that's ramp and a half. Oh wow! Ah, pirate ship. That's cool. I like all the Christmas decorations on it. That's. See, this would be a cool place to have a house. This is very cool. Lot. Right. Let's take the present from the tree. We'll accept a couple of quests here, and then I think we will probably call it there.
Now, I've seen my fair share of magic and miracles since coming to this island, but not like this. Animals talking, walking on two legs.
Really?
And at least one of them is even taking on human form.
Werewolves? A legitimate werewolf.
More like wolf to human.
Oh, okay.
Frankly, becoming humans driven the wolf mad. Rabid. It's the only choice we have, it seems.
Okay. Well, we aim to please. And he's all the way over there as well. Well, that's quite good then. So then if I do go back round to hand these quests in that we were spent and then go out the top here, do that on the way round to then doing these next missions as well. So that would be quite handy. Right, let's just accept the other mission. There isn't. Accept these. Then. Yeah, this is a really cool settlement. I like the look of this one.
Greetings, traveler.
Ah, but you have heard of.
Indeed. The woman is in denial, I tell you. Because the victor will turn on us, and we can't have that.
I mean, okay, that's what they are there. Fine. Okay, I've got to go round there. There's a cool inn here on the top. A good. Yes. Something arc light. A cool view. Get onto that boat. Jump on. I think this might be my favourite looking settlement so far. Very cool. Alrighty though, I think, yeah, we will call it there. Right, what do we want here? Standing gain or XP gain? Probably standing gain, I think, because then we can be close to getting a house in it. Brilliant. Close that out. Oh, lovely stuff. Right, ho. Well, thanks everybody for tuning on in. Hope you've enjoyed. And yeah, thanks for tuning in and sticking with me and having a chat and catch up. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed the New World and chill this afternoon. It's been good fun. Nice to catch up with people and see people in chat. And I think yeah, we'll it's community games night tonight, which Millie's streaming, which I think is Valheim. And then next week, I think the plan is to stream. I'll stream on Tuesday evening, and we can try and do the or attempt the Winter Warrior final quest in the Winter Convergence Yeti event that New World's running, and that will probably be it for me next week because I'm away potentially away at the weekend. Should be away at the weekend. I probably won't be about any other evening in the week, unfortunately, to stream. But Millie will keep people busy, no doubt. And we'll go from there. Alrighty. Well, cheers again all, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Ciao for now.